Hello, storytellers. Welcome back to Storytelling Tarot. My name is Jeida Story, and I'm so excited to have you here with me today. I am back with another pick a card, and if you're watching this at the time of this recording, it is Pride Month, so happy Pride to all my queer babies out there, the queer storytellers. This is our month to celebrate and go up and to give thanks, right? Not only for our own queerness, but for our queer ancestors. I just want to say, wherever you fall, lesbian, gay, trans, bi, intersex, asexual, demisexual, pansexual, wherever you fall inside of this family, I want you to know that you are not the first in your family and your bloodline to be a queer person. There are queer ancestors, queer people, trans people. We have always been here. We have always been here. And so before I even get into today's reading, I want to encourage every single person who's watching this, be in touch with your queer ancestors. Ask them what they want and need from you. How can you venerate them, right? How can you build relationships specifically with them? That is what's on my heart, because I know that I want to spend more time with my queer ancestors, and I've been engaging with them and loving on them. And so it's been so sweet and so beautiful. And so I just want to encourage you to do the same. And I'm excited to do this reading today because we are going to look at what your queer ancestors want for you. And so today we only have 2 chapters to choose from. You can choose chapter 1, vision, or chapter 2, acceptance. And I'm going to give you some time to do that. But we only have 2, and I always ask the spirits that I work with what they want for these readings, and they only wanted 2. I just want to give thanks for the time that they will give us. And so take a moment, take a deep breath if you need it. Decide which one is calling to you. And as I always say, if more than one chapter is calling to you, then maybe you have more than one message. And I encourage you to watch as many as you need. All right, let's get started. Let's give light, progress, and peace to our queer ancestors as we get started with chapter 1. Hey, my chapter 1s, you chose vision for your chapter, and I'm excited to get into this. I'm going to put this over to the side for now, and I want to ask the ancestors, the queer ancestors in your line, what they want for you. What they want for you. This one's sticking out. Have the 5 of plants, the house mother, the 8 of flags, and the 3 of flags. Okay. Your queer ancestors are acknowledging that you might feel like you're going through it right now. It might be that your money looking funny. It may be that you are feeling like you are caged in or frustrated or tired. You might feel like you are always having to stick it out, always going through it, right? You might feel like just discouraged, like you have to hold so much in your hand at one time. In the center of the spread, we have the house mother. And so what would it be like for you, chapter 1, that in the midst of all the things that are going on, all the ways that maybe you have been feeling like you and life are opponents, right? How can you begin to embody the erotic? How can you begin to really tap into your sensual needs? The house mother is the Empress, one of my personal favorite cards. This is mother who cares deeply, but not from a place of servitude, right? The Empress gives love from a place of abundance, from a place of overflow. And the Empress looks good. So your queer ancestors want you to, in the midst of all these things that are going on in your life right now, there is an emphasis on glamour. There is an emphasis on having a good relationship with your body. There's an emphasis on putting that shit on and being seen, being loved on, being adored. There's also a way that you really have to be mindful of how you are speaking about yourself, speaking to yourself, and also how you see yourself. It's like this emphasis of like you not looking like what you've been through. So I don't know if that's kind of your situation. Like you someone who hops out of bed and you're like, well, the ship might be going down, but I'm gonna look good no matter what. I don't know if that's your demeanor or if that's what they are wanting from you. They want more of that. It's not silly to look good. It's not frivolous to look good, to smell good, to spend your money on that. That's not childish. That's important. Adorning yourself is so important. There's also a message here about even in your abundance, or rather I should say because of your abundance, not allowing yourself to be planted in desert lands. And what I mean by that, chapter 1, you have so much to give, so much to offer. And so it's important for you to be in lush environments, right? To be in a place where you can be with folks who see you as you are, not as a source for them to suck up all your good stuff and leave you with nothing behind. House mother, right, doesn't allow for that. House mother cuts the babies loose when it's time. House mother is not here to serve, at least unless it's serving looks. House mother wants you to be open to the fullness of you. And sometimes being full of yourself means that you have no room for someone else to take up residence in your body, in your mind. Your queer ancestors want you to take up all the space for you, especially in the places where someone else's voice has become louder than your own. 3 of Flags or the 3 of Swords says that sometimes you might disappoint people. Sometimes you might let people down, not because you want to hurt nobody, but because you recognize that you're important too. Your queer ancestors want you to come out from the prison of your mind that keeps you from living life to the full. They want you to stop thinking about all the worst case scenarios and all the ways that you restrict yourself and the ways that you tell yourself, no, I'm not going to try that. No, I'm not going to put myself out there. No, I'm not going to go that far. And you keep yourself from experiencing life. That's what life is for, living, if nothing else. Life is for living. So you can't be afraid of disappointing people. You can't be afraid of that. Not now, not in this season. All right, let's ask your ancestral mothers. I'm going to ask the queer ancestral mothers. Messages from the mothers. Yeah. And messages from the fathers for chapter 1. Yeah. So the mothers are saying, you got the Ace of Flags and the 2 of Plants. This is the Ace of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, you do spend a lot of time trying to manage yourself, trying to manage things. Obligations, maybe. Even trying to balance your life. Yeah, they want you to stick to your word. Stick to your word. Do what you say you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do. And try not to do all that backtracking and figured it out again after you already had the answer, or pretending like you don't know. Don't do all that. You have clarity already. It's available to you. And the fathers, you have the two of lanterns. That'll be two of wands with the three of plants. So the three of pentacles. So for you, your queer ancestral fathers are speaking to you about alignments and community and collaborative efforts. You might find that you are wanting to share your life with multiple people, friend groups, polycules. It could even be coworkers or classmates. And if you don't have this could be on the way for you. And what I see here is they're saying you're going to. Yeah, this does feel a little like predictive. If it's not happening now, this could be coming in. Because it feels like what the fathers are saying, like you're going to plan this beautiful life, or you are making plans now. Make sure that if you are like working on manifesting these types of connections where things work, where you share the load, where you're sharing life, where you're building something beautiful, make sure that you don't limit your dreams if you're manifesting. The ancestral fathers are like, go big or go home with this. Yeah. This what the ancestral mother saying, stick to your word. Do the thing you say you're going to do. You say you want it, okay? Let your word be bond. And don't be backtracking. Okay. All right, let's close the reading out by reading your card. You chose vision. I love that you chose the vision card. And we have the Ace of Swords coming out here talking about being clear in communication, being clear in your vision, right? Having clarity and not allow yourself to don't confuse yourself, right? So let's read what the vision card says. It says the vision key is here to say that instead of trying to force others to see your vision, or relenting to the feeling of loneliness for your unique ideas on liberation, work on pouring that energy into cultivating your vision on your own. It is not your role in this revolution to get every person you know and care about to believe what you believe. It is your job to believe in yourself and bring your vision into manifestation. This will shift the consciousness of this planet more than arguing or waiting for someone else to get on board. In short, stop going back and forth with head asses. Hello, two of plants. Stop going back and forth with head asses or lamenting the head assery of others. And instead, trust that your vision is a gift from your guides, that they will always support you in building. Yeah. Remember I said some of y'all are in environments that's keeping you stuck, keeping you from moving, and it's disappointing. Sometimes you got to disappoint others and you got to come away because you are showing through as house mother, and mother has her own home. All right, my chapter ones, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hello, my chapter twos. Welcome to your reading. We are asking this question from your queer ancestors today, and that is, what do they want for you? So we're going to put this card over here to the side. Let's get some tarot cards out here. What do your queer ancestors want for you? All of those who have chosen chapter 2, what do your queer ancestors want for you? What do they want for you? That too? Okay. We have the Elder of Chalices, the Lovers, Queen of Chalices, Five of Lanterns. Oh, okay. And now this is not Freaky Friday, but this is a little spicy. I'm not gonna hold you. Your queer ancestors want you to fuck a lot. They want you to find, or if you're not already in, partnership. They want you to find and meet your match. And they want you to, because this is five of lanterns. It's coming through as sexual tension. It's coming through as like, like steaminess. It's the five of, I'm getting a little tongue tied, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. It's real spicy. I'm not gonna hold you. It feels very hot. So yeah, your queer ancestors really want you to, I'll say it like this. They want you to explore your sexuality more. They want you to dive into the depths of who you are. They want you to learn what you like. They want you to do it in safe partnership and safe connection. This is actually really tied to your spirituality. Yes, it's really tied to your spirituality. There is no line. There is no line of demarcation like people want to make it between the sexual or the sensual and the spiritual. And this is really saying here that, yeah, you may find, if you're not already in this kind of relationship, like what they really want for you is for you to experience the utmost pleasure. And the five of wands here, it's really kind of kinky. You see, y'all see this wax dripping, right? Like, explore your kinks, explore the things that you like in the bedroom or the dungeon or the parties, right? It does have the energy of, we have two main players, but we also have the lovers, and the lovers can speak to us about communities. And so some of you may find yourself going into more polyamorous or non-monogamous situations if you're not already involved in that. If you already are, this could show that you are maybe even building new friendships. Again, there's something here about safety within the sensual exploration as well. They really want this for you. Something about this feels really healing and exciting as well. There's a lot of excitement here. You have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Like, they want you to have lots of orgasms. Lots of orgasms. Like, that's a one of the things that I say a lot that I got from my ancestors. Sweetness is the standard. For you, like, a lot of powerful orgasms should be your standard, whether you're partnered or not, especially when you're partnered. There's something important about that. They want you to live inside of your own sexual exploration and also like challenge you to find ways to connect with your own body and your own spirituality through these experiences. They really want you to have like fun sex too, is what I'm getting. Like, I hear like laughter and like giggling and like there's flirtation. Yeah. Okay, let's see what your ancestral mothers want to add about that, and then we'll see what the ancestral fathers want to add about that. What else? What would the mothers like to speak to specifically? And the fathers. And the fathers. All right, the mothers are saying the devil and the 10 of flags. Okay, so yeah, so the devil can talk about two things. First of all, the devil is quite kinky. For those who don't know, the devil can have a play place. And in light of this reading, it feels that way. And again, they are harping on your safety. So that means that if you are going to play sexually or date or be outside, particularly because it's Pride Month and, 'tis the season, they are wanting to make sure that you remember that part. They want you to be safe in all the things that you do. So yes, there is playfulness. There is lots of pleasure. And also they are wanting you to know that without safety, you won't have the best experiences that they desire for you. There's also here too, they're talking about you take a lot of things very seriously. And there is a hope here that you will, when you have this safety, when you know that this is already available to you, that you will like not overthink it. Don't overthink it. Enjoy yourself, right? I want us to get out of seeing the devil as a negative. It almost reminds me of like the Jezebel trope, right? That we often hear from the church. What would it mean if the devil represents temptation, right? What if it represents the parts of you that you don't let out to play, that you over police? What if it's the vixen, right? What if it is the seducer, right? And you, that you, keep chained down. You see how these chains are like broken? And what if you just allowed those flirtatious, fun, sexy, and sensual parts of yourself be expressed in safe community, where there's conversation, where there is, as the car says, acceptance, right? Where the play is safe and you're held. The ancestral fathers say the Chariot and the 9 of Lanterns. Yeah. So they say you can move forward, but it's very similar to this message here. You can move forward with this. If this is resonating with you, you can move forward in your exploration, and you can always choose how far you go, right? You can choose how far you go. But you have a lot of ground that you've already covered, but a lot more ground to cover. This also just feels like they are protecting you and watching over you. So you don't have to worry about danger. Because I'm sensing might be some nerves or like some, oh no. And if that's you, I got you. Let me see. What messages to this? Okay. I was going to say, what messages for those who are feeling like, oh no, what am I supposed to, can I really? You got the wise one, which is the hermit. It says, I am calm, I am at peace, I am free, right? This means you can trust yourself, self as source. That's what I say about the hermit card. Self as source. You can trust yourself. You can trust yourself. You know the boundaries, right? And you can trust your ancestors. They're not going to lead you astray. That's why coming always back to safety, you have people in your life who understand you spiritually, who love you, who care for you. And they can be wise counsel if you are not quite sure. But I'm going to always remind you to come back to yourself. Let's read your final card, which is acceptance. And it says, the acceptance key indicates that a great deal of your suffering is derived from mentally resisting or trying to fix who and where you are at present. Wow, we've already been talking about that. When you can accept yourself and your circumstances, you can learn calmly to change your usual reactions into conscious responses. It is a knee-jerk self-protection measure to judge anxiety and despair. Acceptance makes way for the love of your higher self to fill your heart and change your approach to healing for the sake of your soul's ascension. Affirm. Healing can also be fun. Healing can also be pleasing. Healing can also be confident. Healing can also be easy. Embrace the ease with which solutions come to you from the space of radical self-acceptance. It's what I just said about the devil. There's a part of you that wants to play. There's a part of you that needs to play, right? That wants to be seen, right, as equally spiritual and sexy, right? That wants to be adored, right? That wants to adore others. That is so important. And you see how I said that this feels very spiritual? The acceptance card said this is actually healing for you. You like being in your most erotic, sensual, sexual self is healing. It's a part of your healing journey. It's a part of what I think your ancestral team wants you to know, that they want for you. Well, be safe and have so much fun. All right, my loves, I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.